Reign of Zeus, a mythological tale. Prologue, the rise of Zeus. As the fiery remains of the Titanomachy smoldered, the cosmos seemed to hold its breath. Zeus, the youngest son of Cronus and Rhea, stood atop Mount Olympus, his thunderbolt crackling in his hand. The Titans had been defeated, their strength bound by chains of adamantine, and their forms cast into the depths of Tartarus. Zeus, victorious, claimed dominion over the heavens, the earth, and the seas. Alongside his siblings, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia, he swore to bring order to the chaos that had reigned during the Titans' rule. But the age of gods was only beginning, and with great power came great challenges. The world below, though freed from the wrath of Titans, was restless. Mortals wandered the earth, lost and aimless, while primordial forces still lingered in the shadows. Zeus's vision of harmony would not come easily. Part 1. The Forging of the Divine Order. In the early days of his reign, Zeus convened the first council of the Olympians. Each god and goddess was assigned a domain to govern. Poseidon claimed the oceans, his trident stirring the waves into motion. Hades retreated to the underworld, where he became the silent keeper of souls. Hera, Zeus's sister and consort, ruled over marriage and family, while Demeter took charge of agriculture and fertility. Hestia, the eldest, tended the sacred fire that burned at the heart of Olympus. Zeus himself presided over the sky and wielded the responsibility of justice. But as he gazed down from his throne of clouds, he saw humanity, scattered and afraid, struggling to survive in a world fraught with danger. He decided that the gods must guide mortals, not just rule over them. Prometheus, one of the Titans who had sided with Zeus during the war, offered his counsel. Mortals need fire, he said. With fire, they will learn to build, to create, to thrive. Without it, they remain at the mercy of nature. Zeus, wary of giving too much power to mortals, hesitated. Fire belongs to the gods, he said. If we gift it to humanity, they may rise too high, challenge our authority, or destroy themselves. But Prometheus defied Zeus. Under the cover of night, he descended to the mortal realm and stole fire from the forge of Hephaestus. He gifted it to humanity, teaching them to cook their food, forge weapons, and build homes. The mortal world flourished, but Zeus was furious. As punishment, he chained Prometheus to a mountainside, where an eagle would feast on his liver each day, only for it to regenerate each night. This act of defiance sowed the seeds of discord between the gods and mortals. Zeus vowed to keep humanity in check, but he also began to see their potential. He decreed that the Olympians would watch over mortals, guiding their fates while ensuring they never overstep their bounds. Part 2. The Birth of Heroes. As centuries passed, the mortal world grew. Cities rose, ruled by kings who claimed divine lineage. Zeus often descended to the earth, taking the form of a mortal to influence events or father children destined for greatness. From these unions came the first heroes, strong, courageous mortals whose deeds would echo through eternity. One such hero was Heracles, the son of Zeus and the mortal woman Alcmene. From birth, Heracles was marked by Hera's wrath, for she despised Zeus's infidelity. She sent serpents to kill him in his cradle, but the infant strangled them with his bare hands. As Heracles grew, he became a symbol of strength and resilience, completing 12 impossible labors to atone for a crime brought upon him by Hera's madness. Another hero, Perseus, was born of Zeus and Danae, a princess locked away by her father in a bronze tower. Zeus visited Danae in the form of golden rain, and from their union came Perseus, who would later slay the Gorgon Medusa and rescue Andromeda from a sea monster. These heroes, though mortal, bridged the gap between gods and men. Their stories inspired mortals to strive for greatness and reminded the gods of their own vulnerabilities. Part 3. The Wrath of Gaia. While the Olympians ruled the heavens and the earth, deep within the bowels of Tartarus, the defeated Titans seethed, but an even greater threat loomed in the form of Gaia, the primordial goddess of the earth. She had watched as her children, the Titans, were overthrown and cast into darkness. Her heart burned with fury, not only at Zeus, but at all the Olympians who had disrupted the ancient balance. Gaia birthed the Gigantes, a race of giants born to challenge the gods. Towering and ferocious, the Gigantes rose from the earth, their roars shaking the heavens. They sought to overthrow the Olympians and restore the rule of the Titans. The Gigantomachy, the war between the gods and the giants, was even more violent than the Titanomachy. Mountains crumbled, seas boiled, and the skies turned black as the two forces clashed. Zeus, wielding his thunderbolt, led the charge, but it was not enough. The prophecy foretold that the gods could only defeat the giants with the help of a mortal. Heracles, now a full-grown man, rose to the occasion. With his divine strength and cunning, he joined the Olympians in battle. He struck down Alcyoneus, the mightiest of the giants, and helped turn the tide of the war. One by one, the Gigantes fell, and Gaia's rebellion was quelled. Part 4. The Age of Mortals. With the giants defeated, peace returned returned to the heavens. But Zeus began to sense a shift in the balance of power. Mortals, emboldened by fire and inspired by heroes, grew more independent. They built great civilizations, Mycenae, Troy, Athens, and worshipped the gods with temples and sacrifices. Yet, their prayers often carried demands, not just gratitude. Zeus convened another council of the gods. The time of heroes is ending, he declared. Mortals must learn to govern themselves. We will guide them from afar, but we must not interfere too closely. They must find their own path. The gods retreated to Olympus, watching as mortals forged their destinies. Wars were waged, kingdoms rose and fell, and the stories of the gods became myths, passed down through generations. Epilogue: the Eternal Watchers. Though the age of gods and heroes faded, Zeus and the Olympians remained. They watched from the heights of Olympus as mortals charted their course. Some gods, like Athena and Apollo, continued to inspire wisdom and art. Others, like Ares, reveled in the chaos of war. But Zeus, ever the king, kept his watchful eye on the world. In the end, the reign of Zeus was not marked by absolute control, but by balance. He had brought order to the cosmos, defeated the titans and the giants, and guided mortals toward greatness. Yet he knew that power, even divine power, was fleeting. The world would change as it always had, but the legacy of the gods would endure. And so, the Olympians remained eternal, their stories woven into the fabric of time, their thrones unshaken atop Mount Olympus.